I'm not a cheater, but I made a knitted hat, and I don't regret it. I have held on to this identity of being a crocheter for so long. It was like a badge of honor or like telling people which side of the yarn world I belong to, as though one needs to choose. I would tell people that I don't knit, I crochet. I never learned how to knit because whatever. I said it enough that my partner, who doesn't do either, understands enough to give me a hard time about it, especially with this knitting loom, because I'm a crocheter, not a knitter. It's obviously not traditional knitting, but the knitting loom is a way to create knitted items, so here I am. I decided for my first finished project with the new knitting loom that I was going to make this hat. I wasn't 100% sure it was going to be a hat because I didn't know it would fit, but I do like how this particular multicolored yarn looks as a knitted hat. I also like the texture of the hat a bit more than crocheted hats since it feels more flexible. The process of using a knitting loom has been a bit complicated. I didn't do a lot of research before and just did it the way I thought you're supposed to intuitively. I think it worked out fine on this one, but I'm sure I could have learned some tips and tricks that folks commented about in my last video about knitting looms after I got the knitting looms. I know I started this video saying I'm not a cheater, but when I was working on this hat, I really felt like it needed something else at the bottom to finish it. So I did kind of cheat and add a crocheted border. Ultimately, when I had to go shovel the mounds of snow that last fell on us, this hat stayed on my head, kept it warm, and it worked well. It was just the right size, but next time I may make it a little longer so it fits a bit looser. What was the first thing you made using a new craft? I'd love to hear about it in the comments.